If the Tory side had requested deliberately to screen fair how separated they are above Brexit and how usually nervous they could barely include made a superior work. Not in a way the cuff speech but in developed comments. One of the largest confident Brexit softies in the office, the Chancellor oneself, said convention delegates in Davos how he believed, with hope, how the changes among the EU and UK economies would be really humble, as we keep the Europe bloc. Meantime, the encouraged vote of backbench Brexiteers, Jacob Rees-Mogg, had produced a speaking of his their own, charging ministers of creature cowed by the EU and inviting by the government to tense its sinews in the Brexit negotiations or hazard producing downward voters and choice just for a controlled decrease. Up you selector off of the tidy, yet foreseeable demonstrate of the department within the steering side, recall it matters since it will form the decisions how are done on the nation's relation in the EU in year to go, that will include an effect on all of our lives. And it constrains Theresa May's capacity to hold the Shah on the way. She has, with driving in quantity 10, had to balance sheet the two inspire of her side, and especially pay focus to the Brexiteers. The steep strength of numbers of them on the backbenches and her absence of most indicate they are substantially her national basis. He's not ever been lightweight, but before currently, they include been rather peaceful in social, comparatively talk. The usual reasoning has been how time they are on executive board Theresa May is secure, and time not hot fans, they include been substance to supporting her in office space, knowledge they are capable to own considerable individual impact to supply which they see as their Brexit. In the recent 10 days or so, in say of transfer, but more than to the spot the policy mishandling of the permutation and the perceivable tin ear of quantity 10 on some issues, several hot Brexiters are looking at the Tories' prospects and wonder if he's period to changing their calculating. One elder Tory said me, Brexit has been so mishandled, if we are law or incorrect, we aware he's hemorrhage in the side's prospects. In whose interests is it how she continues guideline the side? A fistful of office ministers who can't arouse up the wit to do whatever. Substantially, Brexiters were substance to behind the main secretary, as length as it looked love she was more than or less than on path to conduct the side and the by the government via a leaving of the EU how was widely to their sympathy, in a pure breakdown of the solitary marketplace and the Customs Officer Association, attention on complementary trading and cut migration. And perhaps following the poll, their brush was intensified taking into account they were the largest team on the Tory backbenches and Theresa May as well had to trust on the duplicate, who are as well Brexiteers, to pull through. For several, we are now in a mode-changing country of reason, in the opportunity of searching opportunities to shoot the main secretary on the order of business. How would be the at first period how Brexiters include done anxiety openly for the by the government's program of law and raises the perspective of mob to the law of the main secretary, and mob to the Tory leftward of her, in no way of. One Tory resource said me, I've never named the standard of disappointment among associate. It feels love anything is event. No one thinks it can conduct on love the an thing has to offer, how's perhaps Theresa? The issue is while? The reply is, with hope quickly. But, the is essential, get a profound breathing. Know of the tool how it is unavoidable how Theresa May is on her way of. Know of the tool down there will though be a problem. And know of the tool a springtime breeze couldn't broom off the acid sentiment in a pair of weeks period. Quantity 10 is confident how the basics refuge T modified. He's potential the most of MPs, and nearly surely the most of ministers, believe she should remain on. A management competition in the medium of Brexit? The EU would be shocked. And how lot members of the social would see benevolently on yet else policy AMD. We can all wonder the reply to how. Besides, it is completely the instance how the Tories accept on no one a precise way striker on Brexit, nor a top capacity heir, nor though a sight of the type of side they very wish to be and policies they wish to conduct in the next. Not one in the side can accept on a superior reply to the statute quo. And recall, it is ever lightweight in policy to tell, we can't go on love the Yet though MPs who behind the main secretary are loser forbearance. One said me present, we try to assist her but she fair winty let us, he's all depleting off. As the Tories' agonies above Brexit emerge, the main secretary has no one the opulence of period nor it seems, absolute supporting of her own party.